Let us learn the formula for the general term of the binomial expansion. Let us consider this binomial expansion a plus b whole power n, which is nc0 a raised to n plus nc1 a raised to n minus 1b plus nc2 a raised to n minus 2b square, etc. The last term is ncn b raised to n. This is the first term, second term, third term, and this is n plus 1th term. So in general, I can say that r plus 1th term will have the coefficient NCR, because the first term has the coefficient NC0, second term has the coefficient NC1, one lesser than that. Therefore, r plus 1th term will have the coefficient NCR, and a raised to n minus r and b raised to r. This is the general term formula. Now let us learn the middle term formula. In the expansion of a plus b whole raised to n, if n is an even number, we will have n plus 1 odd number of terms in the expansion. If we have odd number of terms, we will have one middle term. So it is n plus 1 by 2th term will be the middle term, which is n by 2 plus 1th term. Now second case, if the power is an odd number, say, in the binomial expansion, we will have n plus 1 terms in the expansion, which is an even number. So we will have two middle terms. N plus 1 by 2th term and the next term, which is n plus 1 by 2 plus 1th term. These are the two middle terms. Let us consider this expansion x plus 1 over x whole raised to 2n. This power is an even number because it is a multiple of 2. Here x is not equal to 0 because x is given in the denominator. Now the middle term, the power is an even number. We are going to have odd number of terms. Therefore 2n plus 1 divided by 2, which is n plus 1th term. This will be the middle term. Let us write the general term formula, which is NCR a raised to n minus r b raised to r. In this expansion, n is 2n, a is x, and b term is 1 by x. We are going to write the middle term, which is tn plus 1. 2nc, r should be taken as n. Therefore 2ncn, x raised to 2n minus n is n, 1 divided by x raised to n. These two terms are getting cancelled. We get the term 2ncn, which is independent of x. Let us do exercise 8.2. First question, find the coefficient of x raised to 5 in x plus 3 whole raised to 8. We need not write the whole expansion. We can use the general term formula, which is tr plus 1 equal to ncr a raised to n minus r and b raised to r. In this question, n is 8, a is the first term, which is x, and b is the second term, which is 3. We need the coefficient of x raised to 5. So equate the power of x to 5. So r must be 8 minus 5, which is 3. Let us plug in the value r as 3. So 3 plus 1, we are writing the fourth term, which is 8c3 x raised to 8 minus 3, which is 5, and 3 raised to 3. We need only the coefficient. Therefore, coefficient of x raised to 5 in this expansion is 8c3 times 3 cube. 8c3 is 8 factorial divided by 3 factorial times 8 minus 3 factorial, which is 5 factorial. 3 cube is 27. Cancel 5 factorial. 6, 7, 8 divided by 3 factorial is 2 times 3 times 27. 56 times 27. The answer is 1512. Second question. Find the coefficient of a raised to 5, b raised to 7 in a minus 2b raised to 12. Let us write the general term formula, which is NCR, a raised to n minus r, b raised to r. n is 12, so 12CR, a is a power 12 minus r, b is minus 2b, whole raised to r. We need the coefficient of a raised to 5, b raised to 7. Either you equate the power of a, which is 12 minus r, to 5, or the power of b. Here we have b power r term. So r must be 7. We are finding the eighth term, which is 12c7, a raised to 12 minus 7, which is 5, minus 2b raised to 7. We need only the coefficient. Therefore, coefficient of a raised to 5, b raised to 7 is 12c7 minus 2 raised to 7, which is 12 factorial divided by 7 factorial times 5 factorial. 12 minus 7 is 5 factorial. Minus 2 raised to 7 is 128. Cancel 7 factorial. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 divided by 5 factorial is 2, 3, 4 and 5 times minus 128. Which is minus 72 times 11 times 128. Therefore, the answer is minus 101376. Question 3. Write the general term in the expansion of x raised to 2 minus y whole raised to 6. The general term formula is TR plus 1, which is NCR, a raised to n minus r and b raised to r. 6CR, n is 6 here. A is the first term, so x square raised to 6 minus r. B is the second term, take along with the negative sign, minus y raised to r. Therefore, the answer is 6CR, x raised to 12 minus 2r, minus 1 raised to r and y raised to r. We will write minus 1 raised to r first. So minus 1 raised to r times 6CR times x raised to 12 minus 2r and y raised to r. Question number 4. Write the general term in the expansion of x square minus yx whole raised to 12, where x is not equal to 0. The general term formula is NCR a raised to n minus r b raised to r. Let us substitute for n, a and b. N is 12, a is x square, so we get x square raised to 12 minus r. B is minus yx whole raised to r, which is 12cr. X raised to, let us multiply the exponents, 24 minus 2r, and this becomes minus 1 raised to r, y raised to r, and x raised to r. Minus 1 raised to r, 12cr. We have like terms. Let us add the exponents. So x raised to 24 minus 2r plus r will become minus r, and y raised to r. This is the general term. Question number 5. Find the fourth term in the expansion of x minus 2y raised to 12. Let us write the general term, which is NCR a raised to n minus r and b raised to r. N is 12, so 12cr. A is the first term, x raised to 12 minus r, and b is minus 2y raised to r. We need the fourth term. I can write 4 as 3 plus 1. We have to substitute r as 3. 12c3, x raised to 12 minus 3 is 9, minus 2y raised to 3. 12c3 is 12 factorial over 3 factorial times 12 minus 3, which is 9 factorial, x raised to 9, minus 2 raised to 3 is 8 minus 8, and y cube. Cancel 9 factorial, 10, 11, 12 over 3 factorial is 2 times 3 times minus 8, x raised to 9, y raised to 3. (110 times 16 is 1760. Therefore, the answer is minus 1760 x raised to 9 times y cube. Question 6. Find the 13th term in the expansion of 9x minus 1 by 3 root x whole raised to 18, where x is not equal to 0. General term formula, NCR a raised to n minus r and b raised to r. Substitute for n, a and b. B is minus 1 over 3 root x. We need the 13th term. I can write this as T12 plus 1. So R is 12. 18C12. 9x raised to 18 minus 12, which is 6, minus 1 over 3 root x raised to 12. 18C12 is 18 factorial divided by 12 factorial times 18 minus 12, 6 factorial. 9 can be written as 3 square, and we have raised to 6, x raised to 6, minus 1 raised to 12 will become plus 1. because of even power, 3 raised to 12 and x raised to half raised to 12. Cancel 12 factorial, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18 divided by 6 factorial, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is 3 raised to 12, 3 raised to 12 are getting cancelled. X raised to 6 and x raised to 6 are getting cancelled. Let us simplify this. 6 3s are 18, 2 4s are 8, so it goes 2 times. 5 3s are 15. 13 times 14 times 6 times 17, which is 18564. Question 7. Find the middle terms in the expansion of 3 minus x cube over 6 whole raised to 7. Here 7 is an odd number. We will have 7 plus 1, 8 terms, which is an even number. We will have 2 middle terms. Eight by 2 and 8 by 2 is 4 and 5th term. These are the 2 middle terms. We will write the general term formula. NCR, A raised to n minus R, B raised to R. Substitute for n, A and B. N is 7, A is 3 and B is minus x cube over 6. Now we need to write the 4th term. I can write this as T3 plus 1. R is 3. 7C3. 3 raised to 7 minus 3, which is 4, minus x cube divided by 6 raised to 3. Let us simplify this. 7C3 is 7 factorial over 3 factorial times 7 minus 3, 4 factorial. 3 raised to 4 minus x raised to 9 divided by
6 raised to 3 can be written as
2 times 3 the whole cube, which is 2 cube times 3 cube. I can cancel 3 cube, 1 3 remains in the numerator. Cancel 4 factorial, 5, 6, 7 divided by 3 factorial is 2 times 3 and 3 minus x raised to 9 divided by 2 cube is 8. The answer is minus 21 times 5, 105 over 8 times x raised to 9. This is the 4th term. Now the second middle term, T5, which can be written as T4 plus 1. Substitute R as 4 in the general term formula. We get 7C4, 3 raised to 7 minus 4, which is 3, minus x cube over 6 raised to 4. Let us simplify. 7C4 and 7C3 are same. 5 7s are 35. 3 cube minus x cube whole power 4, even power, so it becomes positive, x raised to 12 divided by, I can write this as 2 raised to 4 times 3 raised to 4. Which is 35 over 16 times 3 is 48 times x raised to 12. Therefore, the middle terms are minus 105 5 over 8 x raised to 9 and 35 over 48 times x raised to 12. Question 8. Find the middle term in the expansion of x over 3 plus 9y whole raised to 10. Here 10 is an even number. We will have odd number of terms. Therefore, there will be only one middle term. (11) plus 1 by 2th term will be the middle term, which is 6th term. Let us write the general term formula, which is NCR, a raised to n minus r and b raised to r. Let us substitute for n, a and b. N is 10, a is x over 3 and b is 9y. We need the 6th term, which can be written as t 5 plus 1. R should be taken as 5. Therefore, we get 10c5 x over 3 raised to 10 minus 5, which is 5, 9y raised to 5. Let us simplify. 10 factorial over 5 factorial times 10 minus 5 is 5, 5 factorial, x raised to 5 divided by 3 raised to 5, and 9 can be written as 3 square whole raised to 5 and y raised to 5. Cancel 5 factorial. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 divided by 5 factorial. Here we have 3 raised to 10 divided by 3 raised to 5 times x raised to 5 times y raised to 5. Cancel these numbers. Here 3 power 5 could be cancelled. So we will have 3 power 5 in the numerator. We get 252 times 243. X raised to 5, y raised to 5. And this product is 6, 1, 2, 3, 6 times x raised to 5 and y raised to 5. Question 9. In the expansion of 1 plus a whole raised to m plus n, prove that the coefficients of a raised to m and a raised to n are equal. Let us write the general term formula. NCR, a raised to n minus r and b raised to r. Let us substitute for n, a and b. N is m plus n. CR, a is 1. 1 raised to any number is 1. And b is a. So we get a raised to r. Coefficient of a power r is m plus n CR. We need coefficient of a raised to m, which will be m plus n Cm. Similarly, coefficient of a raised to n will be m plus n Cn. We have to prove that these two coefficients are equal. M plus n Cm. For this coefficient, let us use the formula NCR is equal to NCn minus r. Therefore, this becomes m plus n C, m plus n minus n. We get m plus n C n, which is the coefficient of a power n. That's what we have to prove. Therefore, coefficients of a power m and a power n in the expansion 1 plus a whole power m plus n are equal. Question 10. The coefficients of the r minus 1th, rth and r plus 1th terms in the expansion of x plus 1 whole raised to n are in the ratio 1:3:5. Find n and r. Let us write the general term formula. Tr plus 1 is NCR, a raised to n minus r and b raised to r. N is n, a is x, and b is 1. This is r plus 1th term. In r plus 1th term, the coefficient is NCR. We need the coefficient of r minus 1th term and coefficient of rth term and coefficient of r plus 1th term. From the general term formula, the coefficient is NCR. Now coefficient in the previous term will be 1 lesser than that. Similarly, here it is NCR minus 2. Now these three coefficients are in the ratio 1:3:5. Let us take the first two coefficients, NCR minus 2 divided by NCR minus 1. The ratio is 1:3. Let us simplify this. N factorial divided by r minus 2 factorial, n minus of r minus 2. Distribute the negative sign. We get n minus r plus 2 factorial divided by, let me write the reciprocal of the denominator, which is n factorial, r minus 1 factorial times n minus of r minus 1, which is n minus r plus 1 factorial, equal to 1 by 3. Cancel n factorial. R minus 1 factorial can be written as r minus 1 times r minus 2 factorial, n minus r plus 1 factorial, divided by r minus 2 factorial times n minus r plus 2 factorial can be written as n minus r plus 2 times 1 lesser than this, which is n minus r plus 1 factorial, equals 1 by 3. Cancel the common terms and cross multiply. 3r minus 3 is equal to n minus r plus 2. Therefore, 4r minus n is equal to 5. This is our first equation. Similarly, now we will take the next ratio, that is NCR minus 1 divided by NCR is equal to 3/5, which is n factorial divided by r minus 1 factorial times n minus r plus 1. Distribute the negative sign. I am writing the reciprocal of the denominator, which is n factorial r factorial times n minus r factorial, equal to 3 divided by 5. R factorial can be written as r times r minus 1 factorial. divided by r minus 1 factorial times. Let us split n minus r plus 1 factorial as n minus r plus 1 times n minus r factorial equals 3 by 5. Cancel the common factors. Cross multiply. 5r is equal to 3n minus 3r plus 3. Therefore, we get 8r minus 3n is equal to 3. This is the second equation. Now let us solve both the equations. I am multiplying the first equation by 2. 8r minus 2n is equal to 10. Subtract. These two terms are getting cancelled. Minus n is equal to minus 7. Therefore, n is 7. We have to find r value. Let us substitute in the first equation or in the second. 4r minus n is equal to 5. 4r is 12. Therefore, r value is 3. Question 11. Prove that the coefficient of x raised to n in the expansion of 1 plus x raised to 2n is twice the coefficient of x power n in the expansion of 1 plus x raised to 2n minus 1. Let us write the general term formula. Tr plus 1 is NCR, a power n minus r and b power r. So general term for the first expansion is 2NCR, a is 1, b is x raised to r. And general term for the second expansion is 2n minus 1 CR, a is 1, b is x raised to r. Coefficient of x power r is 2NCR. Therefore, coefficient of x raised to n will be 2NCN. Substitute r as n. Similarly, in this expansion, coefficient of x power n will be 2n minus 1 Cn. Now we have to show that this coefficient is twice that of this. Let us take 2n Cn. Use the formula 2n factorial divided by n factorial times 2n minus n, which is n factorial. Now 2n factorial can be written as 2n times 2n minus 1 factorial divided by n factorial times. N factorial can be written as n times n minus 1 factorial. We can cancel n and n. Here we cannot cancel n because they are under a factorial sign. We have 2 times 2n minus 1 factorial divided by n factorial times n minus 1 factorial. And this is 2n minus 1 Cn. Therefore, coefficient of x raised to n in 1 plus x whole raised to 2n is twice the coefficient of x raised to n in the expansion 1 plus x whole raised to 2n minus 1. Question 12. Find a positive value of m for which the coefficients of x squared in the expansion of 1 plus x whole raised to m is 6. Let us write the general term formula. Substitute for n, a and b. A is 1, b is x. Coefficient of x power r term is MCR. We need coefficient of x square. Will be MC2. And this is given as 6. MC2 is m factorial divided by 2 factorial times m minus 2 factorial. Cancel m minus 2 factorial, we get m times m minus 1 divided by 2 factorial is 2. M square minus m is equal to 12. Bring it to this side. Minus 12 equal to 0. Factorize. M minus 4 times m plus 3 equal to 0. We get two answers. M is equal to 4 and m is equal to minus 3. But here we don't use negative exponents. Therefore, m cannot be minus 3. The answer for m is 4, positive value.